book and if our DNS change are now working. Okay, so I'm going to run ls and I'm going to run the open VPN command one more time. This is what you have to do to run VPN books every time you open Kali Linux, only if you want to change your public IP. And remember, we don't have to do that every time in our course. I'm going to use this only one time in dark web section. So it's asking for username, it's VPN book, and the password was, I believe, 3A6KRW. Let's see if it's working. Yep, it's working. I remembered it correctly. And here you go. It says that initialization completed. So let me open Google Chrome one more time to see if it's working or not. And here you go, it doesn't work. And it was even working for me before I changed the DNS, so it has something to do with DNS, right? So what I did wrong is to write name servers side by side. It shouldn't be like that. Right now, I cannot even change the content of that result.conf because it's immutable, right? Anyway, the correct way to use this is to have it like that, name server, name server. But if I want to have only one name server, I cannot even save this because it won't let me, right? So if I say, yep, override it, it will give me an error because as you might remember, we made it immutable. Okay, so I'm going to exit out of this one and I'm going to make it mutable one more time. So remember how we do that? We have to change the attribute again by saying -i and etc result.conf. So now I can change it. So I can say leave pad one more time and change whatever I want to change, and then I can just save it. I'm going to use nano this time in order to make this interesting, okay? So let me go over here and delete whatever I want to delete. I actually want to delete this one, and you have seen the correct way to use more than one name servers. I'm going to hit Ctrl-O and hit Enter and Ctrl-X. Right now, I will just run this change attribute one more time with +sign this time to make it mutable again, and now we are good to go actually. So my VPN book is running right now, and my DNS is in effect, and as you can see, now I can use this. Here you go, my VPN book is working, I can connect to the internet, and everything seems to be fine. Now, what I want to do is to run what is my IP, again, to see if my IP has really changed or not. So Google thinks I'm some kind of a robot, but I'm not, so I'm going to say I'm not a robot, and it will take me to this website, which shows me my public IP, which is not my public IP. Right? So I managed to conceal it. So let me click on this, what is my IP address again, and as you can see, it shows me in somewhere in Canada, I believe this time, and my IP address has been changed. Very good. But in order to make sure, we have to do some other tests. For example, like you can go to Google, okay, one more time, as always. You can use DuckDuckGo for a search engine as well, by the way. And I'm going to search for DNS leak test. So this is kind of a test that tracks us down. It will try to find our original IP address. So there are a lot of DNS leak tests for free. I'm going to use the first one. You're more than welcome to use the other ones as well. I'm going to just click on this. And yeah, it thinks that I'm in Montreal, Canada. I'm not in Montreal, Canada. And my IP address is not that one. But in order to be sure, I'm going to run a test, a DNS leak test. Okay, so this is how they track you down. So let me run a DNS leak test. And I'm going to see these servers inside of my VPN book, and here you go. I'm not seeing my original IP address or my original country or my original city or something. I'm seeing everything in the United States, which is not true. So I'm 100% anonymous right now, but there is nothing called 100% anonymous, as I said before. So don't commit any crimes, don't do anything illegal using this anonymity, because the authorities also know this stuff, right? If they got a court order for you, they can actually connect to VPN books or any other VPN services to try and track you down. So let's stop here, and within the next lecture, we're going to discuss